How's it going, guys? This is Splattercat, and welcome to the next episode of our Let's Play of Warlock, Master of the Arcane. So, a quick recap where we were at before we had taken off. We were beginning an offensive against Rajak. I mean, I'm really in the mood this evening. I'm staying up late. I'm sorry, this video is gonna be a little bit late. The upload time is gonna be a little bit behind when I normally do it. So unfortunately, I've got that to tell you. You know already. As you're watching the video, you probably know this. It came out a little late. It's alright. I had to do a large thesis that was due in the morning, so it's late right now. It's real late when I'm recording this, but it's alright. We're gonna do some stuff. We're gonna get some things taken care of, and we're gonna see how much pain we can cause Rajak, because honestly, I need to let off some stress right now. And so, first things first, let's take a look at our units which haven't moved. We have our archers over here who are squaring away. Ooh, we can fire over the hill. Huzzah! And there goes the arrows. Now, on one hand, I'm probably helping Rajak out by killing that group, but on the other hand, they're only level 1 and they could use a little bit more experience, so it's going to work out to our benefit. There's not a whole lot left to do during this turn, so I'm going to go ahead and end it, and we'll just see what happens. And it's being a bugger. There we go. I'll hit it twice. And it looks like he just does not want those dwarves anywhere near him. I wouldn't either. They do a pretty substantial amount of damage to any location that they manage to sneak up on, so I would probably be bombarding and just going crazy with it as well. What else is occurring? So it looks like, yeah, he's going to capture the gold there that we earned for him. And he took a shot at Cold Shore. I really have no clue where he's getting all this mana from. He seems to have a pretty substantial supply. And actually, he's doing me a large favor right there. Nature is doing me a huge favor by attacking that location. There's Minotaur caves right here that I'm thinking taking Cold Shore would be a good idea, because Minotaurs are a pretty stellar group of they're a pretty stellar group of critters. They are quite useful. They can be bullheaded. They like to do a lot of damage, so I may try to take Cold Shore after this and see if I can get it expand out to here. And there's also a gold mine there, so yeah, there's a lot on our plates right now. Let's finish off Shadow Mill, and it took another little grip of damage, and our hero's gonna finish it off. And yet another chunk of Rajak's territory becomes ours. Smells like delicious burning skeleton. That's what I like to see as we head out into the less than wild blue yonder, into this kind of scorched tan yonder, I guess. But let's take a look at what we can get done during the course of this turn. So we've got 3 construction orders that we can give. The first is for Crypt Town, which I haven't named yet. I've actually forgotten some of the... I'll go back. I'm going to go back, I promise. Next episode, I'll rename these towns and get them all squared away so that they're named something substantial. Now, we don't have a lot of mana, so I'm just going to continue putting down mana farms, I think. Mana farms are probably going to be the most functional thing that I can use at the moment, so down goes that. Let's take a look and see where our second construction's ready to go. Okay, so it's going to want us to kick off with the preliminary construction here at Shadow Mill. And so, you know, honestly, it's in a good spot to put mana traps too, so I'm just going to keep putting down mana traps. Our mana is the only resource right now that we are really, really low on, and I'd like to keep that just building up, because I feel like I can't go toe-to-toe with my spell-fleeing enemies at the moment, and I would like to be able to. So until we get to that point, I'll probably keep just putting that stuff in as much as possible. Now, here in Sweden, we have a number of options that are available to us here in Sweden. We can stick down a mana pump, which is actually a pretty good idea. That's going to be a little bit of a trade. However, we could also do the Enchanter's Workshop, which allows us to get enchanted weapons for our soldiers. Additionally, we have an excavation site that we can set up. We do have the extra cash on hand to do that. And then we also have a gold mine. So I think I'm going to go with the gold mine first, just to get a big old surplus of gold going. We have a lot of gold already, but because we're humans... I know you're probably doubting that decision right now. I know you're like, but you just said you needed mana. Well, we're humans, though, and humans tend to value gold a lot. You never know when a new hero is going to come around. We could at any moment get a new hero to drop by, and I would like to get another one. We only have 2 heroes at the moment, so having a third in our team would be nice. Now, he is coming out to attack Mount Worthless, which is a little disappointing. That's going to put us in a little bit of a spot. So I'm going to bring these soldiers back to garrison the city, and hopefully they'll be able to hold our foes off. These poor gents are going to have to come back. They're a little battered and beaten, but they are going to have to come back and do a little bit of damage, try to get us taken care of. I don't think they're going to be able to do anything wild and crazy, though, with this group of bats. This is a pretty substantial attack group, so... Do I have any other ranged units sitting around? Alas, I do not. That's a little unfortunate. Ah, that's what happened. Okay, so the Merry Men, let's take a shot down here. While I'm still down in this location, those warriors are going to come and finally get rid of that snake nest, which has just been hectoring us like mad. I'm going to bring these soldiers out this way from Thalos and see if we can destroy whatever is over in that region. Now, we should have, at this point, a group of settlers ready to go. We do indeed. So I'm going to bring them down to this corner, and hopefully in this corner they'll be able to build, because there's a gem mine right here, and then there's also a pumpkin farm, both of which are going to be really useful to us. You never want to pass up the opportunity to grab a bit more resources. Now, they're not going to be able to reach the Sisters of Kryta, these witches, before anything else happens. Let's put a little bit of damage on the witches, kind of see what happens. Oh, they got some health back. What is that? Hold on, I should have checked this out beforehand. So vampirism, okay. That is actually a major problem. And so I actually don't know if I want to have all these guys fall back and just hit her with magic until she goes down. Spirit magic, she's resistant is the main problem. So actually, there's not going to be... Oh, wow, they're kind of crazy old ladies wielding scythes. That's a little terrifying. It's got kind of an Arkansas vibe to it. Crazy old ladies running around the hillside with scythes, playing banjos and shit. Alright, so over here, let's bring these guys back just in case. Let's take the dwarves, and we're going to let them heal. And next turn, we're going to close on Dreadspell. The ogre already used his turn to attack there. We're going to have him heal next time and then move towards Dreadspell as well, because we want to keep the offensive moving. These guys are very likely... Let's bring them down, and I think attacking Cold Shore is going to be in our best interest for now. So let's do that. And it's not completely destroyed yet, but it's not actually trying to defend itself either, so this could be a little bit easier than expected. We're pretty far into the game at this point, where level 1 cities aren't going to entirely be that much of a challenge. We may have some of their friends come back to try and fight with us, but we'll deal with that when the time comes. I'm going to give these guys the extra movement point perk, unless... What's their melee resistance? Melee resistance is going to start experiencing diminishing returns from now on if I start giving it to them, so let's give them... Honestly, the regeneration's a pretty good perk too, so we'll go with that. Over here, we've got another level up. We're going to give them the plus to damage and just have them take a shot at that unit right there. See if they can get themselves a little bit of extra XP during the course of this. We've got this unit right here. We could press through to... That is an interesting proposal. We may be able to push through... Let's see here. Yeah, let's hit Horrorville, actually. The more damage we can cause to Rajak, the better. He's been just begging us for peace lately, and that's something that I'm not willing to oblige. He can take that, and, you know, I already expressed what he can do with his peace. And let's see what we can do to these ladies. And it appears as though they can suck the life out of ghosts as well, so that's a little disappointing. But that did knock them into the range of Silverbane, which can now put a couple arrows on them. And oh, how I wish for just a moment I hadn't actually used up the movement points on those skeletal archers. I wasn't expecting a rout. Now that we're in this, oh, let's just take the city. There we go. And so Cold Shore is now ours, which is going to be amazing. These wolves may take a little bit more damage. I probably should have let them regenerate a tad, but what can you do? Let's pan through. Oh, construction orders. Let's see here. I'm going to go, what is that? An Infernal Rift. That is probably going to be amazing. So I'm going to start getting my mana supply up, because whatever spawns from there, I can almost virtually guarantee you that's going to be a spawning point for some super badass mob, like some crazy Satan thing that's just going to destroy our foes. And so, let's see, can you finish her? Oh, you can. Amazing. You are my hero. And so, we had 99 problems, but a witch ain't one. We got rid of them, and so it looks like, hopefully, did you get a level up? No, they did not, unfortunately. That was a unique mob, but that does save us from the possibility of further damage down the line. So that's fine. I'll take what... You never complain about a success like that. It'll work out in our favor in the long run. I'm going to move that unit to right there so that these bats have no option but to go around if they want to attack them. And I don't have any movement points left there. We have some archery units here that are ready to roll. I suppose I'll bring them around towards Horrorville for the upcoming invasion on this front. We've got more than enough units, so I have no problem expanding out as rapidly as possible. This unit I'm going to put on Sentry, and it looks like the Catapult can now be recruited in Splattertopia. Let's take a look at the Catapult. Let's have a look-see. And so the Catapult looks like it does 13 damage, and it gets a massive bonus when attacking cities and forts, obviously. And it's only resistant to life magic, so it appears as though it's probably going to be pretty easy to blow a hole in as time goes along. It's probably going to be pretty simple to actually destroy these, so you probably put them in the back of your lines, as was common with catapults. And let's close that down. And what else do we have going on? So world news. It looks like King Lich has taken Silvertown. We can't actually look and see what that's like, unfortunately, but I'm not pleased to hear that our friend Nicholas Frost is not holding down his end of this alliance, so that puts us in a little bit of a situation. I'm skeptical that he's actually going to be able to hold things down, but let's actually end our turn here. And it looks like he's still going to be content with dropping spells on us. We're going to take a little bit of a volley from there. If that actually kills off my wolves completely, did it? What is he firing at? Did that kill my wolves? I'm a little interested. Okay, the wolves are still alive. That's fine. Those bats are going to turn back around and go back where they came from. And actually put a little bit of damage on my tower there. I'm not sure what he's doing with these skeletons. Possibly just throwing them to me as just a gift. I have no idea. I don't think we're still at war with King Lich, but he just ran through our territory, so it's tough to tell. Let's see. The neutrals don't look like they're going to do anything, and that leaves us here. So let's go through our construction crew real fast, or our queue, not our crew. And it looks like we can build a library, which is going to give us the ability to make a Cleric's Guild and a Wizard's Guild. I'm actually going to take that opportunity. Let's do that, because we haven't had any magic units just yet, so I felt like we've been a little stagnant in our development. We're going to let all these units rest a bit before we press this way to see what kind of havoc we can wreak. We have another offer, and it's Nicholas Frost begging from us again, so he wants some of our mana in return for gold. I'm going to have to go with that trade. I don't really have a choice because I want to stay on his good side. He's already jealous of us, so it's not going to take a whole lot. He's been eyeing us. He's been sitting across the club like while we're trying to get our groove on. Like we're just shining like crazy off in the club, got like 2 chains on, and he's over in the corner just hating. All day hating. He's waiting for an opportunity. We're just not going to give him one. So this unit has the opportunity to level up. Because he's level 3, I'm going to take the time and I'm going to give him the endurance perk as we've been doing. We have enemies at the gate, multiple enemies. So let's take a shot from there, and that should finish off that bat troop. Let's take a shot from that tower to soften them up a tad. Take a shot from Mount Worthless as well. Just throw down a volley. Wait, what can they shoot at? Okay, they can't shoot at what I'm thinking they can shoot at. They have a chosen warrior who's in my territory, who appears to be not that high of level, but very resistant to missiles. So that's going to cause us a problem in the future. Let's allow them to rest. And now I could have allowed them to run away. I'm going to take the wolves and pull them back into my territory. Let's give him a bit of a fireball there. Actually, what is his resistance to element? Oh, good. None. That's just what I like to see. So let's give him a fireball. And he's going to soak that for now. It's going to put him at half health. We're going to have that troop attack there. This troop's going to attack there and take that spot. This troop's going to move out to here and hopefully, quite possibly, finish him. I don't think so. Never mind. This unit's going to move to here, and there we go. Destroying a hero. As I've said before, destroying a hero is a big deal. If your enemy has a hero that's overexposed and you have the opportunity to lay the smackdown on him, that's exactly what you should be doing. So I'm going to bring this unit to here and attack that. Fantastic, and he was able to wipe that out with a single blow. Let's bring the ogre over here and start the first smack on Dreadspell. Now, Dreadspell is going to take us a little bit. This is going to be quite the siege initiative. We are going to have to take our time with it. I don't think we actually have... Let's see. What did that do? Not much. Let's get those wolves healed, and let's pull these troops back up and into combat at this locality. We're also going to just bring everything we can to this combat over here. So there we are. We don't want to bump up. We don't want to kind of gather together too tightly because I think he's probably going to start bombarding us. I may swing kind of have a figure 4 maybe, or like a cross pattern around here, as best as you can form a cross using hexes. We should bring this hero over to assist in the siege as well. That's going to put him in range of the Bat Fort, I think, though, which is fine. The Bat Fort, the Bat Fort is one of the less amazing of Batman's inventions, so not too worried about the Bat Fort. Up here at this location, we have the opportunity to make a move on Horrorville, yes, my lord, which I'm going to take complete and total opportunity of. He is attempting to rebuild that location right there, but I don't think he's going to be able to actually get it rebuilt in time. We are crossing some pretty gnarly terrain in this situation. What can I fire at? Oh, skeleton warriors. Get the hell out of my territory. There we go. So we killed him. We've got a level up going. Oh, it's my Ogre. My Ogre's leveled. All right. Let's see what we can do here. So finishers, forced march, and blade wall. What's his melee resistance? Actually, let's give him finishers. Finishers is something we haven't done yet. And so we've got the opportunity to... Oh, we've got another unit here. Okay, at the moon. So let's actually... I don't really know what to do with this unit. I'm going to bring him up to Silverbane for now, and he's just going to hang out there. That unit's pretty beat up. What do we have going? We have another group of veterans actually being trained. Okay, that's going to work in our favor. I'm glad we actually have some kind of production going on with veterans. I actually didn't think I was building anything. We have the opportunity to make some caravels right here. Actually, we have an airship. Let's make an airship. Where is that at? The airship was in one of these cities. Karoth. There we go. Is it Karoth? No, Karoth doesn't have airships. Who has airships? Bring me my airship. There it is, the Flying Galleus. And let's make a couple of those. Yeah, let's get ourselves a nice little air force that we can fly around. Just some air superiority. Now we've got this group of veterans here. They can't really do anything, and I can't completely move them until these bats go away, because I don't want the bats hitting Crypt Town. Everything we have is at reasonably low health. We've been taking a lot of sieges and things of that nature lately. Have him rest. World News, King Lich has taken Silent Hall. God. And it looks like we may have to step in. I honestly don't know where King Lich is taking this territory at. One can only assume. Yeah, if King Lich decides to turn on us right about now, we could actually find ourselves in quite the ordeal. But let's end the turn and we'll see what happens. So there goes another fireball. He's going to bombard our weaker troops. And he's going to put some rounds on our dwarfs once again. Our hero's going to take a little bit of damage. Another... God, where is he getting all this manners from? That is absurd how much mana he has going. He's going to put some fireballs, some death magic into Sweden. Alright. And our positioning's not so bad, so... We've managed to research a new spell, as our Scottish friend is telling us. And so, we got Wind Walking. Probably not going to use it. I'm going to be real honest. Probably not going to use it. Ooh, Ice Ring. Elemental Regeneration versus Ice Ring. I don't know which I should take. Ice Ring. Let's do Ice Ring. Attack magic is always super awesome, so we'll just take that right now. We have the opportunity to build a new building here in Cold Crypt. And so I think, what are some of the locations we have? The localities. So we got some plains. We've got some... God, we don't really have the opportunity to lay down what I would really like to lay down. So let's continue to pump out the mana traps. It looks like we're, once again, almost negative on mana. I don't really know why. I haven't been summoning anything, so no clue. We ordered those Flying Caraveluses, but no idea, guys. Just no idea where my deficit's going. I mean, I could mouse over, and it says that it's coming from Cold Crypt. Why is Cold Crypt costing us that much? It's got to be from those Flying Galleasses we're making. I thought that it deducted the actual unit cost from the time they arrived, but it looks like it's actually deducting it up front, which is something that I wasn't aware of, so I learned something today. Let's continue bombarding the city. Our ogre is actually wounded, which is strangely unnerving, so let's allow him to take a swing there. And then what we'll do is, I think I have a healing spell here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. And let's heal our Elder Ogre. I don't think they're going to be able to deal too much damage to him. 23 damage seems like it would be a little much for them to be able to pull off. We'll keep that in mind, though. I actually don't really know if we can breach this castle. We may make a tactical retreat. We're just trying to show them we mean business right now. And so we can take a shot at those bats once again. Oh no, I clicked the wrong thing. Damn, I was trying to click the rest button, and I clicked the hex next to it on accident. So yeah, we may actually have to make a retreat from this location, this locality up here, until further notice, unfortunately. He has been hectoring us pretty nasty with, like, he has nothing left, so I'm not really sure where he's generating all this mana from. That's my primary concern. I feel like somebody's cheating at PlayStation right now, is my initial reaction is to be like, stop cheating at PlayStation, fool. But, you know, I just don't know, guys. I just don't know. So, we've got this level up here. I'm going to give them the damage bonus. We've got another level up. up here with our dwarves. So let's give them the city fighter bonus, which is going to give them even further bonuses to attacking cities. We've got enemies at the gate right here, so we'll give them a fireball. We'll give them a volley. We'll give them a volley, and then we've got a final ability to attack right here, which I think is just taking kind of pot shots at that tower. I never turned down an opportunity to get some free XP, but for now, let's get everybody rested. Everybody's in reasonable shape. I mean, we have a lot of useless units, I think. A lot of skeletal type units that aren't going to be doing us a whole lot of good. And we are able to begin bombardment at this point. Hopefully we'll get some level ups. There are a lot of towers around here, so I'm a little antsy about... He's done a really good job at just surrounding his entire area with magical towers. Actually, that tactic's a little obnoxious because it allows him to pepper us from the sides of our own field. There's been a change in diplomatic situation. Oh, they're no longer friends. That may work in my favor. Let's go through our units before we end the episode. Make sure everybody's doing something that they should be doing. I'm going to have them go and garrison the city. This unit right here needs to get some well-deserved rest. This unit up here can start whittling away at this tower, I guess. We'll have them just start opening fire on that tower. These gents down here, I'm tempted to bring them to the western front to fight, but I just don't know if that's the best use of my time. So let's take some shots at those skeletons. Now, I don't know... Oh, it's because they're on the same side, so that may be an error on my behalf. I may actually get hit by this greater elemental, who actually has absurd attack power. It's seeming a little precarious. Let's take these guys. We'll bring them back into my own territory. And other than that, yeah, I'm thinking we may have to make a retreat and kind of regather. I may get some catapults going so that we can actually do some substantial damage to Dread Spell, but they are quite flammable, being that they're made out of wood. So let's rest them. And the final units, yeah, you're giving me sentry mode. Sentry mode. There we go. And so, what's going on over here? We got some more... Oh, those are the veterans that I had before. The veterans might be nice over on this western front. So that being done, let's end this turn. We'll see what happens in between here and there. And it looks like it's not allowing me to end my turn. Sometimes it blocks me. Our ogre took a critical hit. He's got to be running low on mana. There is just simply no way. Ooh, and we got a counterattack there. God, there's so much tower defense going on. Oh dear. And we've got someone else declaring war on us, so I was a little concerned about that proposition. And this greater elemental, I can tell already, is just going to do ridiculous damage to my forces. Did we lose that unit? Oh, we didn't. Okay, so bring the Rangers back. And I can tell already, the next episode's going to be pretty eventful, guys, so you'll want to tune in. Make sure, as I'm ending this episode, to check out the Facebook if you want updates about the things I'm going to be posting and you want to give me your input. It's kind of our democratic city center where I put things up to votes. I actually ask the community. I ask you guys what you want me to do. Like, I actually made the decision recently to start messing around with Twitch TV because I play a lot of video games on the side, so I figured I may as well just sit there and talk to myself while I do it and see how many people actually watch the Twitch TV. People in the audience, you guys, have expressed some interest in me doing something like that, so I'm going to give it a look-see. You should also check out the Twitter. I post all the videos to there, so if you're having trouble keeping up with the upload times, they'll all be up on the Twitter. That all out of the way, my name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me in the next episode of our Warlock Let's Play, and I will see you guys next time for what is going to be probably a fairly incredible episode. Take care out there, everybody.